Hello and welcome. I'm Rosie from Rosie Crafted Colours, and today I'm reviewing and doing a flip of 50 Lovely Gnomes by Kameliya Angelkova. I've completed a picture in here. The book is Amazon Creative Space printed paper, which most of us know the quality of this paper by now, and it's the same size. Sorry, my cat. It's the same size as a Jade Summer or Hannah Lynn book, which most of us own, which is they're also Amazon Create Space printed. So let's have a look. Here we go. We start with the title page, which has a lovely little bit to colour as well, which I think is really cute. I really love gnomes. That's why I was interested in buying this book, because I saw it and it was just completely made up. I love gnomes. So there's some little tips and tricks here about the book, little tips like placing blotter paper behind, using markers and soft pencils, and because of the quality of the paper. So there we go. And there's a "This Book Belongs To" page, which I think is really sweet. It's got the little gnomes, it's got lots of mushrooms. I love colouring mushrooms. I don't know about anybody else, but I find that really fun. It's a lovely thing to do. Now, this is something I've never seen in a colouring book before. I don't know if this is in Kameliya Angelkova's books, a notes and wishes bit, but I think that is really sweet. I've never seen that before. Might be a nice place to put notes about what colour or what pencils you found worked well, what pencils you didn't find worked well, maybe put when you started the book. So here we go, first proper picture, and you've got your little gnome playing his accordion and his little mouse friend. The little mouse appears quite a lot throughout the book. Very sweet. Here you go, he's been collecting some fruit. Maybe they're blueberries, maybe they're cranberries. It's up to you to decide, I suppose. And then there's a little lady gnome, and she's so pretty. She's collecting her strawberries. She's busy. Very beautiful. Lovely sort of summer page, I think. There's a little gnome having a nap with a cat on top of a toadstool house. So lovely. Nice picture to practice your fur on, because it's not massive. But there's enough space for you to practice. Oh, I love this one. I've seen this one coloured. I can't remember who, but I've seen this coloured and it's really cute. I saw them do a really great light source from here, which was lovely. I really like that. You'll practice your fruit colouring. And I like that he looks a little older. That's really nice. And this is my first one of her books, and I don't think it's going to be my last. I really love this. Look at her blowing in her plaits, blowing in the wind. Beautiful. This one made me chuckle because he's like a shepherd, but his livestock are snails. So I don't really know what he's farming snails for, but maybe to sell to the French to eat. Here shows our little gnome feeding his hedgehog friend, which is really sweet. On the stargazing with the shooting star. You could even find what kind of flowers these are supposed to be and try and do like semi-realistic flowers. That would be nice. Here he is in his little boat going down the stream. I think these might be daffodils, but they don't really look like daffodils, so I'm not really sure. Here he is having a little snooze with a fox under the night sky. I think this is a really pretty picture. I really like this one. Here's some little gnomes with their peeking behind some mushrooms. And here is a little young gnome being carried by the older gnome. I see this as maybe as a dad and child or granddad and child. I really like that one. Here they are picking. I don't know what berries grow in water. I think cranberries do, but maybe blueberries do too, because they look like blueberries. Very beautiful. I really like this with the mushroom used as an umbrella. It's very pretty. It's very cute. Love it. This is a take on the see no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil. I'm not sure that's the order, but that's what it is. I think that's quite nice. And here is our gnome telling a secret to what looks to be the Easter Bunny. A lovely Easter picture. That'd be brilliant for Easter with the berries and the flowers. You could do pastels and things, it'd be really nice. And the lady gnome is putting her pie out to cool on the shelf, and it looks like quite a delicious pie. Very delicious. And there's water droplets. You could practice water droplets on here. I've never coloured water droplets, but this might be the chance to practice that. Here's our little gnome friend having a snooze in his little tree house. Nice. He's feeding the little squirrels some berries. Again, another picture that would be great to practice fur. And like the direction of fur, because it's curling. That'd be nice. He's riding his caterpillar into the sunset. I really love this one. This is a contender for what I was going to colour first. And I really love the mushroom house, but I really love his long beard dropping all the way to the ground as he greets his friend with his washing hanging out. Lovely. Here, Lady Gnome is being serenaded by her violin playing gnome boyfriend, maybe. It's collecting some water. It's got, I thought these were clovers at first, but I think they're actually flowers. So very pretty. Little gnome band here, playing the saxophone, maracas and cymbals and making quite the racket, I'm sure. I really like this one too. And this is a really good one for practicing your glow from candles and from stars and lanterns. So I think that's really lovely one to do practice. There's not much skin on it as well, because some people don't like colouring skin. I think it'd be a good one for people that are not too keen on skin. Here he is playing his, I want to say lute. I'm not sure what instrument that is. If anyone knows, maybe they could tell me down below. He's sitting on his tree stump house. Does anyone have any, I'm going to say a name wrong every time, so I'm just going to say a last name. Any Angelkova books? Because this is my first and I'm loving it. I think it's wonderful. It's so cute. It's so varied. You get a huge variety of pictures. This was one that was also a contender for colouring first. I love this little sort of homeless looking gnome warming himself on the fire with the snow and the icicles. I really love this one. A great winter picture. This one really made me laugh. I'm definitely going to colour this in for the festive season. They've built themselves a little snowman gnome with a fit with beard and leaves for ears. I think this one is fabulous. Really fun. It's a beautiful one where the gnomes are getting married. I love all the roses. Very beautiful. Practice colouring like a white dress maybe. Here, this little gnome down in his underground house. You see just how small he is compared to this mouse and rabbit. Absolutely tiny. And here's the one I have coloured. So I coloured with Prisma because they are soft, and I wanted for it to lay down well on the paper. And I found with these Amazon Create Space books, the softer pencils work best. So I tend to use Prismacolor or Arteza because I think Arteza lay down really well. Obviously you can use your markers as well, but you know, you'd have to put a blotter paper so you don't lose a page. I tend to put paper underneath anyway because I don't like the indentations you get otherwise. So I don't know if you can see it very well. I did practice the fur, practiced my shading and things. The thing I found, I don't know if anyone else has found this with Prisma, I've practiced gold too, is that some colours are scratchy. I found that these shades of green are quite, they don't lay down as smooth as say the yellows and the reds. They're always very smooth. Also, I decided to try and make his socks look dirty because, you know, it's been a hard day at work. He's gone to sleep. He hasn't even drank his cuppa. It's that tired. He's left his tea to go cold, which is, in my opinion, sacrilegious. We don't leave cups of tea to go cold in my house. That just doesn't happen. So here you've got two gnomes working hard mining. Got a little bit of a Halloween theme there with the bats. Here he's found some beautiful gems. And this is a lovely Christmas one, just wonderful. I love the bells on top of the hats. I think this would be really nice to colour for the Christmas period with the reindeer. Here our little gnome is playing music to the mice and birds in his little handmade, looks like a flute or recorder or something like that. I think this one's really cute. The little birds come home and he's sleeping within her eggs. It's a very lovely one where the gnome is giving his little Mrs. Gnome a kiss on the cheek. I really like this one. This is really fun. He's riding his snail as transport, which is really funny. It must mean he's super tiny, super tiny. Here's a nice one where you can practice your glow, and the nice thing about this is the glow is it's encompassed, so it takes a little bit of the guesswork out, I guess. Here's some gnomes caroling, very cute. And this one I think is really sweet. He's fishing in a teacup. I'm not sure what he's going to find in a teacup. Did you know, I don't think maybe he's going to catch a biscuit. This one, it's like a family album picture, and I really like this one. I think I'd like to paint the frame either like in silvers, like greys to make it silver, or, you know, to go for a gold effect and then paint this. Maybe it could even be coloured in sort of sepia tones, like greys and pale browns, so that it looks like an old photograph. But anyway, I really like it. It's a lovely family photograph one. Oh, another horizontal one as well. So here's a little birthday one. He's celebrating someone's birthday with a little tiny cupcake. Very cute. Looks like he's eating with a garden fork. I thought this one was quite funny too. He's taking his frogs for a walk, his pet frogs. This little frog's trying to catch the dragonfly. Not sure what he's going to do if he catches that. It's, you know, almost the same size as him. I don't think he's going to swallow that. Biting off more than he can chew there. And here is a really sweet one of the gnome lady. She's put her washing out on her clover washing line. I just think it's really lovely. I think it's really nice. I love the clouds. I love the way her skirt is billowing in the wind. I think that sense of movement is lovely. And I like colouring folds in fabric. Here's all the boy gnomes out on the town on their caterpillar vehicle. Here's another one in the night where they've been picking berries maybe and mushrooms, and they're bringing them back home. So at the back of the book you get like an index of all the books she's brought out. Now I am really interested in getting this amazing mythical creatures one. I think it looks brilliant. Somebody on Instagram that I follow had coloured a few pictures from this and they were beautiful, but I just can't remember the name. I can't remember who it was. So there's mandala books. There's a miniature books. These are really cute. There's two more now. There's an autumn one and a winter one. So these, I think I might get the winter one, and I would like to get the sun and moon mandala, even though I'm not a huge fan of mandalas. So there's a little bit more information on the artist, and that is the book in total. So my thoughts on it. I think it's wonderful, and it was so cheap. It cost me £4.77 last week. UK pounds. That works out about just under 9.5 pence per picture. That is the hugest bargain. So taking that into account and the absolute variety of pictures, I think this is definitely one to buy. I'm really pleased I bought it. I love gnomes. I find them really fun, really adorable. I really love the Denise Colette books too, and she has gnomes, and this is the same with lots of variety, just like hers are. So I want to thank you for watching my review. If you liked it, maybe you could consider liking, possibly subscribing, and that's my review. So goodbye and happy colouring.